someone told me last year that every institution in the world would be online teaching, I would have laughed. I have 30 years experience in the public education sector, where I learned that it was important to get buy-in, input, and explore different options before we implemented any new idea. That could take weeks or months and even years, but not days like we implemented this major change. And then came COVID, and there it was, the urgent implementation of online learning. Faculty received messages like, "We're going fully online next week." Yes, days, not months away. Who would ever think that online learning would become the new normal? For me, teaching is a hobby. It's a way to stay connected with students, even though my real job is in education management. After 19 years of teaching, I'm pretty comfortable in the classroom, but suddenly I was relearning how to teach along with my already busy work life. I wanted to maintain my credibility as a teacher, so I shared that I've been teaching for nearly 20 years. But at the same time, I wanted them to know that teaching online was new to me, just like it was new to them. I wanted to share that I was going to be trying some new approaches, and that I wanted their feedback, and I wanted to understand how the approaches were working for them. The whole time, I continuously asked for feedback throughout the course, but I also had promised that I would support them and found different tactics to being able to do that as well. I was really surprised at the very simple things I did that resulted in students' positive feedback. Things like using their names during a lecture that made them think I was speaking to them specifically. Using my photo in every slide so they could see that I was a real person. Creating a weekly task list so that they understood what they needed to do to stay on top of the course. I also created individual assignments that required them to do something after every class to stay on top of that coursework. And then lastly, I created mini quizzes that were very customized to their assignment, so that if they were on top of the course, they couldn't help but do well. The approaches I used helped to compel students to stay on top of their class outcomes and to reduce any incidents of plagiarism or academic dishonesty that so many other instructors had been talking about amongst themselves. And it also helped me to identify which students and when they actually needed additional help. I think in the end, COVID and the shift to online teaching has actually made me a better teacher. Even my day job has benefited. I've since created the Global Awareness and Study Skills Pre-Departure Briefing course. This is a new course that MSM will be delivering for all of our students who are about to study abroad at a new institution. The course is made of 45 hours of contact and will prepare students to create the guide by their side that will help them for a smooth transition as they embark on their new study abroad experience. In the end, I think the pandemic has actually brought out something bigger, better, and greater. And that's the view from my forest.